Today we have assistant coach Chris Palmer representing Morehead State. Chris, just talk about this the season that's getting ready to begin and just Morehead State basketball in general.
Yeah, we're really excited for this season. Obviously, starting out in July, it's a long time coming. Kind of getting tired of playing each other every day and getting ready to compete against someone else. So, really like our group. They bring a lot of energy. I feel like they're pretty close on and off the court. So, we're just excited to get going.
You're not the first person to say you want to play some other people. How's the team, or what areas the team improved in maybe the most since that beginning summer practices till right now? Where have they made the most strides?
I would say honestly, with our defensive concepts, obviously we got a we got a whole bunch of new players. I mean, just about four people coming back, and only one of them played significant minutes last year. So just kind of cohesiveness on the defensive end has been a big thing for us and a big focus this off season. So still working on the offensive end, but I feel like we got the players and they're intelligent enough to pick up on the concept. So
Every year is different though, but I welcome your answer to this. Do some years the team picks offense up easier, some teams pick defense up easier, or is in your opinion is one easier to pick up than the other?
to be honest, I think I would say typically the defensive end is a little bit less to remember. So I would say usually it's a defensive end because offense, the way we like to play is a lot of read and react and just like being able to play off each other. So it takes a lot of time to know how each other plays and what their strengths are. So typically on the defensive end, if you give effort and your head's on a swivel, typically you can make up for some mistakes, if that makes sense.
It does. You talked about new players. So in this era where rosters turn over a lot, how do you construct that roster and then how do you blend it to get the team to develop? If it's you get 7, 8, 9 new players each.
Yeah, I think it just takes time. I think it's like on us coaches to like spend time with the players individually, group session workouts, really understand where their strengths are, and then finding ways to plug in the right players to where they can be most beneficial to our team on the court, and then also just like recognizing who works well together. You try a lot of different lineups. I mean, we have three teams every day, and we'll mix it up a whole lot to try to find the best five that play together, and then outside of that, just whoever can come in and fill those minutes.
You talked about sort of what your offense would be like. What to describe the people outside of this, like what do you think what how is Morehead State basketball going to look? What's their identity going to be this year?
I think we're fast. I think we're athletic. We got a good point guard coming back in Kate Novick. So last season averaged about 10 a game as a freshman. She really knows the game well, and I think big thing we've done is we've added a lot of shooting around her, and then also we got a couple of athletic bigs that can run the floor. So I expect us to play fast, really be good in transition, and kind of spread people out a little bit and attack where we can.
Also about your schedule and just how it came together, and you got some tests in there. Louisville obviously is one of them that's not too far down the line of season. New Mexico, people like that.
Yeah, it's a challenging schedule. We're really excited for it. You get a chance to go play a top 25 team like Louisville is always exciting. So I think our players will be ready to give that a shot. And then that early season trip to New Mexico, two great programs we're playing there. So I really think our schedule is a good balance to be able to set us up well for OVC play.
You have any? That's early. I know every team in the OVC has different players. Any expectations? Any thoughts about the conference in general this year?
It's I mean, I think it's going to be a grind again. I think it's a good conference. Obviously, you got Southern Indiana, who really dominated last year. I mean, they got a lot coming back. Looking a little bit more over the conference. I mean, with the transfer portal, it's a little bit harder to gauge just with all of the turnover. But I've noticed a lot of teams, including us, have made some um, really good additions across the board. So I expect the conference to be even deeper this year.
Tell us if there is one or two things that your team needs to do between now and March to put themselves into contention to win an OVC championship. What would those things?
Cohesiveness offensively. Um, just playing to everyone's strengths, knowing what we can and can't do, trusting each other. I think the biggest thing is going to be it's going to take time. I think we have the players. I think we have the basketball IQ as a whole. I just think it's going to take time, but we got a lot of strides to make offensively, defensively, special team stuff, but baseline out of bounds, all of that. But I think we're getting there. I like the pace that we're on right now, though.
Do you set a timetable like by December we want to do this, or is I guess and is it frustrating like if something's a little slower than the other, end of the season obviously is when you want to have everything together, but how do you kind of set a timetable to where you want?
That I mean, obviously, we want to be as good as we can by the first game, but it's just an everyday process. I think the more we get good with what we already have in, the more we'll be able to add offensively and defensively. So we're just kind of taking it day by day, but by conference time, I expect us to be up and running big time.
Well, Coach, I think that's all we got for you. Thanks for joining us, and best of luck to the team this season.
Awesome. Thank you so much.